Welcome back to the episode. This is Tony.
And I'm Tim.
We are hanging out here, and on Saturday evening at 8:30, we have Aston Villa, unbeaten in 14 at home. The last team to beat them at home was Arsenal in April. They come against Arsenal looking for a 15th home win. It will be the longest home streak since 1938. Arsenal come into this game on the top after having sneaked against Luton in the last minute. Aston Villa convincingly beat Manchester City to leapfrog them in the table to third, while City went fourth. No one can take their eye off this game.
No one, Tony. No one. And I'm telling you, even the players know that it's going to be a game of their lives, especially for the Arsenal players. If they are to come out of with anything from Villa Park, they have to give in 100%, because I think Unai Emery, Tony, has been the coach of the last 1 year.
He has to be. And I was surprised that he wasn't in the discussion, Timothy. This is a guy that picked Aston Villa from 17th last season. When Steven Gerrard was fired. He's brought them as high as third. I don't think I've seen anything like this in my life. Let alone, not in the Premier League, in my life. We've talked about how Eddie Howe lifted Newcastle and took them to the Champions League last season. They didn't go as third.
They didn't go.
Now they've come 14 games in a row unbeaten. We thought that record would get broken at Manchester City. They strangled Manchester City, having 22 shots against City's 2 shots.
2 shots,
This is the first time in a Guardiola team that they've only had 2 shots. The first time they've conceded 22 shots against any opposition. This is a team, Guardiola has played Barcelona by. How much should we praise Unai Emery in this Aston Villa side?
I think words alone are not enough to praise him, because, Tony, when he was fired from Arsenal, we all knew he was a poor coach. But I think he knew there was a job not done or finished in the Premier League. And when he took that Aston Villa job, we thought was
there were doubts,
a downgrade, and there were doubts, especially with his language barrier not being the best.
But also with his Europa CV.
Yes, Europa CV. But he has instilled belief in these players. And such teams are so dangerous when almost all the players are in the same level of performance, because you will bring in Tielemans, Kamara. We're saying Leo Bailey was removed for
Diaby.
For Diaby.
It's like for life.
It's like for life. It's actually, you're bringing more energy. Otherwise, it's almost the same breed of players. So I look at the Aston Villa team, and I'm so scared for any team that visits them.
This team hasn't been built overnight, this Aston Villa side. They've had their transfers. They've spent a bit of money in the past couple of windows. There's been a process to how they've been building their team. You look at the goalkeeper that they got from Arsenal, Emiliano Martinez, right now considered the best goalkeeper in the world after having won the Golden Glove at the Ballon d'Or Awards, of course. You look at their defense, perhaps not the best.
Not the best,
but they've had proper additions. Pau Torres coming into the side,
looks solid.
A downgrade perhaps from Villarreal, but perhaps he was sold the project and he saw that there might have been something cooking here at Aston Villa. These players have come in here. Tielemans came from Leicester, and they've bought into the project. He's comfortable enough to come from the bench and not have any quarrels or any qualms about this project. Moussa Diaby has come in from Bayer Leverkusen. One of the, perhaps top no one thought he would come from Bayer Leverkusen and join Aston Villa. They thought he would go to a bigger club, but perhaps someone sold him the project. There's something really cooking at Villa Park team.
There's something cooking, Tony. And you've talked about the new additions, but you have to look at also the players who have been there, the Watkins. You talked about McGinn.
One of the best players so far this season. The guy is a workhorse.
He's a workhorse, and the power he brings into that. Douglas Lewis has been also brilliant.
Very brilliant.
So that project.
The young boy, Jordan Ramsey.
Jordan Ramsey also comes from the bench, but he's okay. You've said that project, and the project is cooking.
Very, very interesting. Of course, Aston Villa finding themselves in third currently. They'll be taking on an Arsenal side that in the midweek almost shocked the nation and the globe, falling behind 3-2 against Luton in that particular game. We've talked about the issues at the back. Most certainly in the goal. Arteta has a big issue to address. He sold everyone the lie. He sold everyone the lie that is being two competing goalkeepers. Ramsdale came into the Carabao Cup, made mistakes. He was dropped immediately. If Raya doesn't get dropped after these two very, very big mistakes, then it's a big lie team.
Then we will know Raya is the number one.
Very interesting. Arsenal coming into that game, of course, they had some issues of their own. Tomiyasu is a player that was missing out, but of course, Alexander Zinchenko has been coming back. Ben White has also come back to the side. Not so really on form like he was before he got that injury, but he was back in the side. We saw Arsenal also starting with Gabriel Jesus, who has been brilliant. Of course, he scored a goal and also assisted in this particular fixture. When you look at the way they conceded the goals, the nature of the goals, two corners, it has to go down to the goalkeeper team. We don't want to scapegoat anyone in the team. Those two are directly against Raya team.
Yeah, the first corner maybe I will forgive Raya, but the second one, he has to be dominating his box area, and he should be able to come out and pick that ball with comfort. You look at Aston Villa side, and they also have big defenders. Maybe if they get a corner kick again, Arsenal will be scared if it is Raya still in that goal. But the defense still has to protect Raya. I think if Arsenal can defend from the front, make sure you score the goals and then relieve the keeper of that pressure. Otherwise, if Arsenal concede the first goal, the keeper will be more under pressure.
It was certainly very, very interesting, this game, with Declan Rice getting a second last-minute winner of the season.
Yeah.
You remember against Manchester United, now doing a similar thing against Luton. I wonder why he's not given a chance to roam this guy. I think he has goals in him. Why does he wait until the last minute?
Tony, because he is the sitting player. If you look at Trossard, Havertz, Odegaard, these guys don't have the brain to sit. And they're the slick guys who can create chances. So it's a sacrifice to keep Rice in that deep position. But if you're playing the so-called bigger sides, the Man Cities, maybe you get a backup Jorginho there, and then Rice a bit is released. But for now, I think that is the right approach to keep Rice there.
Rice getting that 97th minute win against Arsenal, of course, sending Arsenal fans into glorious scenes there that we saw at Luton. Luton showing a good account of themselves. In that particular game, they've had a draw against Liverpool, where also they were really robbed at the last minute. Now again, robbed against Arsenal, so you can feel for their coach, really, and the fans at Kenilworth Road. So it was a brilliant affair to see. So Arsenal cannot afford to make the same mistakes against an Aston Villa side that perhaps might get a 3 goals even against you in the first half. Prediction in this particular one.
It's a hard one, Tony, but I've gone for an Aston Villa win. I think they have enough in them to win, and I've gone for 2-1 Aston Villa.
Unai Emery will be looking Edu in the eyes and saying, this is what you perhaps missed out on. I think they will have really a brilliant performance in this one. I think Arsenal has enough. They are away. So that's why I've gone for a narrow win, Arsenal 1-0.
We are split today.
Very, very interesting. Of course, don't go away. We'll be bringing you the Sunday games after this. Stay tuned.